Good afternoon, my collective. Hello, hello, hello. We are going to delve into a personal reading that I've received permission to air using no names at all in this video. What we're looking at this point is someone who is ready to start their healing journey, but raises the question that some of you can relate to and may have. It's when you're ready to release something that no longer serves you, okay? But you wonder, does this person still think about me? Is there a possibility of reconciliation? Am I making the right choice, okay? Wanting to know what is going on in your person's energy, still battling between upset, angry, and frustration, and also against love and yearning, okay? So we're going to look into the situation. We're going to see what's going on, what the future holds, and what are the emotions that are being felt behind this connection, okay? And hopefully you guys can relate. Some of you may be able to relate, and maybe some of you can use this as the opportunity to know that, hey, I'm not the only one feeling this way, because moving on is hard, okay? If you hear any noise in the background, please know my channel is not edited. It is raw and upfront. So if that bothers you, as much as I would like to have you on my channel, that might be a sign for you to move to a different channel, okay? Because distractions are going to happen. It is a part of life. All right, so before we tap into someone else's energy, let's go in with prayer. God, I come before you with gratitude today for the growth that you have fostered in my spiritual life. I recognize this journey is your gift, not by my strength, but by your grace. Help me to remain humble and open to your leading. Continue to nurture the fruits of your spirit within me. May I use my growth to bless others and glorify your name in all I do. In the name of Jesus, amen. I ask Michael the Archangel, my ancestors that watch over me, and the spirit guides protect me, my energy for the collective, my friends, and my family as we delve into the energy from any black magic, any negative self-talk, or just any negative well issues, okay? So let's get started. We're going to get started as to who, try to personalize who this person might be for my reader, okay? Who this person, if we can personalize her reader for her, who shall remain nameless. Can you personalize the reader for me, for my person? You know, if we're tapping into their energy, we like to tap into the energy for the person on my person's mind. Can we tap into the energy for the person on my person's mind? Why Washington's coming up? Can we tap into the energy for the person on my person's mind? Cheater. All right, this person cheated, is a cheater, has been cheating, whether they're cheating taxes, maybe they're cheating women, maybe they're cheating themselves out of a great opportunity to be with someone that's kind, nurturing, loving, whether they're cheating on in their job, on a test or an exam, just cheating life. Maybe they think that maybe this person could feel like they're cheating themselves in some way, okay? Maybe they feel like they're being cheated in some way, cheated out of their peace, cheated out of a loving relationship, because maybe they feel like they have so many responsibilities that they can't afford, or they're not due the happiness that they feel that they deserve. Maybe they're cheating themselves out of a positive life, a new beginning, because they can't release any insecurities that they may feel, okay? So in a sense, this person's cheater. Maybe this person feels like the person that's in question today for the reading has possibly cheated on them, and it's not something that they can't let go, okay? So the cheating could go both ways. We have to delve more into it and find out why we have cheater on the board. Is there anything else for the person on my mind? South Carolina, not sure if this resonates anything for you. South Carolina, we have cheater, we have South Carolina, and we have type A personality. Somebody that's highly motivated and usually organized, but competitive and a perfectionist. They love things to be perfect. They're very competitive, okay? Competitive, whether they're in sports, whether they're in life, whether they feel like they have to have what you have. Maybe they're perfectionists. They like things done a certain type of way. They think they know everything. They think everything has to be their way or the highway. Okay, this is what we're getting. Let's see what else. What else is coming up with this person on the collective's mind? Not the collective, but my person's mind. What else is coming up with this person on my person's mind? What else? And then we're going to get into some cards, some more personalized cards. Makeup artist. Okay, makeup artist. So with the makeup artist, this is somebody who's covering up what they really feel. With the cheating, they were trying to cover up the fact that they were cheating. Okay, they were trying to cover up their authentic self. They're not showing my person who they really are. All right, they're one way when they're with my person and a totally different way when they're behind their back. This is somebody who's also trying to cover up their emotions. Okay, with the makeup artist, hence on the artist, they are pretending, they are putting on a performance. All right, with the makeup out of here, this is somebody that might be dealing with some depression but is painting on a happy face. This is somebody that's trying to hide behind the fact that they may be feeling here y'all, third party affairs popping up. This is somebody that might be feeling depressed inside, empty inside, sad inside, and they're putting on this false face for the public because they don't want the public to know what they're really feeling with. What they're really dealing with is karma. Okay, they're dealing with karma, and we had third party affairs come out, and we had that come out after cheating. So this person was cheating by putting my client in third party affairs. Okay, and trying to hide it. The makeup artists out here, they try to hide it. They're not ready to come clean. They've been covering up some things. Okay, sadly to say, card coming up, same-sex relationships. This is somebody who could have been cheating, could be dealing with some karma, could have been involved in some third-party affairs with someone of the same sex. But I don't want to just read it as that. This person could be covering up the fact that perhaps this is someone who could like to dress in opposite clothing, or feminine if they're male clothing, or of a feminine, they might like to dress in masculine clothing. Or this person could just like to be engaged with men or women who are of the same sex. Maybe have threesomes, engaged, have orgies, have swaps, or maybe engage in with people like transgenders who like to dress up in that type of clothing as well. It does not necessarily mean that your person likes same-sex relationships. It could just mean any of those things. So let's deal with one more, and then we're going to go into some other cards. What else for my client? What else for my client? Spirit guides, that's of importance that needs to be said. What else? Sorry to say, this came flying out. Bisexual. Yeah, there is a bisexual theme to this. Okay, we started with cheater, third party affairs, karma, same-sex relationship, makeup artist definitely covering something up, and now we're with bisexual. Again though, you know, to play devil's advocate, the bisexual person does not have to be the person that you're engaged with. Could be that they enjoy sex with bisexual individuals, or they've been cheating with bisexual individuals, but they're definitely covering up the sexuality for sure. All right, so let's just get into the energy of this and see like what is really going on behind the scenes that you may or may not have known about in this relationship. Spirit guys, what is it that needs to be said today? Okay, so we have a garden and a gate. Someone saw you as attractive. They saw your positivity. They wanted to venture into new horizons with you. However, their fears held them back. The fear of starting over. They were attached to their old way of lifestyle. They were attached to whatever responsibilities they had on the low vibrational side of the fence. They were attached to either addictions, family responsibilities, work, business, priorities, and a mindset. Because if you notice, this person has a key for the lock around their neck. They hold the key to the gate around their neck. So any given time that they wanted to move forward with you, they could have. They chose not to. They choose to stay behind out of their own fear of the unknown, of the fear of thinking it won't work. Maybe they have unresolved issues. Maybe they thought like if they did, they may have to let go some tangible items that they have. If this person was materialistic, did not want to let it go. This is somebody that had a home. With the house up here, this is someone who had a home, and they didn't want to let go of their material comforts in order to start anew with someone else, because they had built a home, built a family, and they did not want to let that go. This is somebody that was out, and that's a 3. So 3s do talk about growth. They do talk about abundance, nurturing, celebrations, but also heartbreak and sorrow. Okay, so somebody might be feeling a little sad about watching you move on, or sad about the fact that they didn't take the opportunity when they had it. So we'll clarify later, and it's possible that this person has, because they're dealing with this karma on this table, that they may feel like they missed some opportunities, maybe missed opportunity with you, or missed some opportunities to get out of the situations when they had a way out to avoid some of the karma that they're going through. Okay. This person was definitely being caring. They do see that you had at some point a caring connection, all right? But I see that you're turning your back to this person at this point. So there is a lack of communication. There is a discontent between your relationship and this relationship, where you interested in what they have to say. You want to hear what they have to say, possibly an apology if that's what they have to offer. However, you're turning an ear to it as if you've already heard it all. And although you're listening, you're using discernment. You're being very guarded with what they may have to say. It's a 14, so it does talk about harmony, balance, and moderation. So you're willing to take what they have to say just in small doses. They can't just come in and gaslight you, manipulate you all at once. You're willing only to just little by little and deal with them little by little. They can't start calling you or texting you every day and say, oh, let's do this, let's do that. Like, you're not ready for that. You're like, I deal with you in moderation, when I'm ready, when I feel. And this person might actually bring you a gift, the person that you're thinking about. Okay? All right, so what we have out here, we have contract in reverse. All right, so this is somebody that you overgave in the situation. All right, and you've been waiting for the scales to balance, and the scales are just unbalanced. Okay, this is somebody who didn't want to see things from another perspective, but now is starting to see things from another perspective. They didn't want to in the past, but they're now starting to see things from another perspective. Okay, and this could be you wanting something to be balanced. You're wanting some type of justice for how you've been treated. Okay, this is spiritual, and you look like you are going to get it because you do have karma on the board. Okay, so karma is on the board, so some type of justice is going to happen. There is going to be some type of things are going to work out in your favor in this situation. All right, we next have it's a 6, so it talks about partnerships and choices. So I don't getting choked. That's why I don't want to speak. 7th chakra, crown chakra. I believe this is you starting to listen to your intuition. Okay, allowing it to guide you away from what no longer serves you, allowing you to now take the blindfolds off and see the situation as what it is. Someone is giving towards other situations. Someone is putting on their makeup, so to speak, and hiding the truth from you, hiding the truth about their sexuality, hiding the truth about being in third karmic situations, hiding the truth about cheating on you. With South Carolina being out here, if South doesn't mean anything, Carolina doesn't mean anything to you at this point, the fact that it came out South lets you know that this was somebody acting in their South. No, they're lower vibration. They have not yet matured. They have not transformed. They have not evolved. Okay, Archangel Uriel. Uriel is one that is the illuminator. Yeah, the illuminator of God. So Ariel is one that you call on when you want to shed light on the path that you need to go into, also to bring you peace and harmony in your life. So I feel like not just you, but possibly both of you may be at a point where you're looking for some peace in your life. You're looking like peace to move on from the situation that they're going through, and the fact that they're dealing with so much karma, they may be looking for some type of peace to break away from this karma. But we have to delve more into it and see what's going on with that. Okay, give me one more of these. Thank you. This is somebody that didn't hold on or see you or see your value and see you more in depth as a person. Okay, see that how valuable you are to their life, how valuable just you, your worth, your self-worth, your value, your wisdom, your knowledge. This is also a call for you to hold on to the things that are valuable to you and leave the superficial things alone. Forget about the material things because they hold no value. They deep appreciate this. By the end of the day, things that you're holding on to that are material, they depreciate. Okay, so this is a call to spend time with family, with friends, with people who add to your growth mentally, physically, spiritually. Okay, also time to try to save onto some money. Times might get hard in the near future. If not, times are hard now, but you are going to overcome that. But it's just saying, take time to hold things that are valuable to you. Take time to watch your spending. Get what you need, not always just the things that you want, because you never know what turmoil you're going to run into. This is a 13. Also talk about depth and transformation. So some things in your life are coming to an end. Okay, so it's time to clean out that vault. That vault means your heart, your life. It's time to clean out the people, the things, the jobs, wherever, family, friends that no longer belong, that no longer add value to your life. And it's time to clean it out. Get up, sit on the curb, give the goodwill, give it to whoever. It's time for them to be replaced. And Spirit Team, the universe will replace them with people that hold more valuable to you, people who deserve to be in your life, people who are going to promote you in your growth. Okay, help you to be a better person in a way, in a sense. All right, what else? Your star, and that's what you need to see. Your star. You could be an Aquarius, have Aquarius in your church. Maybe you need to start to go to church, because I didn't mean to say that. In your chart, you hit the 5 points of life. Okay, you might be doing something with the internet or on the internet. Maybe you're going to see something on the internet, do something on the internet, post something on the internet. But something with the 5 stars. But you definitely are a star, and you're asking to ground your emotions as well. You're seeking your own justice. You may have said, done, or thinking about doing something on the internet in regards to seeking your own justice. Maybe you're thinking about getting retaliation and posting something or saying something about somebody using technology, whether that's phone, internet, messages by phone. I feel like you want to seek your own revenge, and you're going to do it in what you assume to be a creative way, using some type of technology to do it, to get it out there. Okay, about a possible air. This is air sign, so you're putting a lot of thought into it. This is the thing. When you think about a star, I think about a boomerang. Like, what you do, if it's negative, it's gonna come back at you. It's gonna boomerang right back to you. So be very mindful of what it is that you're trying to do, thinking about doing. Don't you get in yourself know what the situation with trying to seek revenge. Something you're thinking about doing, and when you do, it's going to cause a lot of conflict. Okay, it's going to cause a lot of conflict in your life. I feel like you're doing this because you feel like you're in some type of competition. You're competing. You have third parties out here, cheating out here, same sex, karma out here. Don't bring this karma on yourself. You're competing. You're competing against someone else, and you want to post something. You want someone's life to be held because you're seeking your own justice, and justice not coming fast enough for you. But this growth card out here, it's not coming. It's not growing fast enough for you, because this is passion, and you want to speed it up. You want to speed the process, but when you do whatever you're thinking about doing, should you do what you should not do by taking matters in your own hand? We have imprisonment. Okay, either you're gonna feel yourself trapped in your mind, maybe you might land yourself in jail. There's gonna be some type of imprisonment, whether it's mental imprisonment, whether it's physical imprisonment, and you're going to have this victim mentality and feel like the victim of whatever it is that you're trying to do or you're setting out to do with so much passion to obtain your own karma, till it's going to lead you to a terrible place. Again, you don't want to see this. Um, you're going to find yourself in trouble just for your own karma to overcome an obstacle that's happening in your life, and you choose to put these blindfolds on. So you're choosing not to heal but set your own karma, and what you don't see is the imprisonment that's going to be the fallout after the conflict, after you do this karmic thing that you want to do. All right, and you're going to do this out of greed. This move that you're thinking of making, you're feeling at making it because you're in your head. You're feeling greedy right now. You're feeling selfish. You want to act out of greed and selfish. You want to exploit somebody. I feel like you want to exploit someone for their third parties, or you want to exploit someone as being bisexual and engaging in same-sex relationships, or having third-party affairs with same-sex relationships, because that's all that's on this board. And you're mad because they were given to another situation, a new opportunity to someone else that they didn't give to you, and you want to use this as an opportunity to get your lick back. But it's a childish opportunity. It's a childish opportunity. So you need to try to focus, see things from a different situation, what you're trying to do, okay? And that's all because you're being nostalgic about the times that you have with this person. You're thinking about the good times. Not only thinking about the good times, but you're thinking about the times that they're generous with somebody else, possibly somebody they have kids with, somebody they've known for a while, somebody they possibly give flowers to, gifts to. You're thinking back at that with this gift giving out here. You're thinking about them giving to another situation, and you can't sleep at night because you're all in your head about thinking of how they were given to another loving situation and not given to you. And emotionally, physically, mentally, your stability is off. So you're sitting back thinking, you're sitting here thinking like a rat sitting watching cheese. What can I do? What can I do? How can I make it right? I want my karma. I want my karma now. This Negro did me wrong. This jerk did me wrong. I want to see my justice. I want to see the retaliation. I want to see them suffer. That's how you're sitting. And you're coming up with this Queen of Swords. Like, yeah, you're ready to chop somebody's head off and be like, take that. And you're like, yeah, you messed with the wrong one. This is the kind of attitude you're coming up with right now, okay? So you're scheming the plan. You're scheming the demon. You're scheming right now, all right? You're scheming something. You're laying back in your head. You got all kind of thoughts. You're scheming, and it's like you want to say, you want to play nice, like, come here, oh, all's well. I'm here. I'm willing to hear you out. Meanwhile, you scheming the demon. How can I get you back? How can I plot my revenge? That's like how you're coming across. Because you need to use your discernment and know that God's got your battle. Universe going to take care of this in their own way, okay? I feel like if you progress forward with the Three of Wands, if you progress forward with trying to get your own lick back, your own karma, okay, your own, if you look at trying to travel towards them to make things right on your own, you're going to hit rock bottom. You're going to be heartbroken. You're the one that's going to be hurt, crying, sad, because you might be hurt, sad, crying, laying on this ground. This might not be the ground you're laying on. This might be that hard ass bed in prison, okay? Because you're in imprisonment, in jail. That's where you might find yourself, okay? It's exactly where you may find yourself. So you need to stop, slow up, listen to your intuition. The high priestess, listen to your intuition and know that they have things under control. Follow them, use inner wisdom, let them deal with it, and you'll be happy in the end. You want them to deal with it so you have happiness instead of you seeking your own and ending on rock bottom because the situation is closed, okay? You want to do that. Let's see, what is going on? It'd be consequences for you. All right, you want your person, your old flame, to suffer consequences for the hurt that they brought to you. But what you're not realizing is that you're going to be the one suffering the consequences should you play these games with them, okay? Right now, you're just feeling lost, depressed, sad about what happened, and that's what's leading you to want these consequences, okay? I feel like you are delaying the inevitable. You feel like time is running out. You feel like divine timing is taking too much time, but divine timing is just that, when the universe feels the time is right, not when you feel the time is right. The time on this clock is 4:15. 15 is the devil. It is temptation. You are definitely being tempted to do the wrong thing or instability. Whatever temptation you take will actually mess with your stability. It could be your physical, your emotional, or your mental stability. You're not going to like it, okay? So I'm heeding you. Delay whatever actions that you're trying to do, you're thinking of getting, all right? You need to take the time and heal. Just meditate, heal. It's hurtful what you're going through, but you need to spend some self-care, pour into yourself, do some meditation, all right? You dealt with, don't take a rash action that you're going to want to apologize for later, because apologies then will be too late. All right, you just saw this person as your romantic partner, your twin flame, your end all be all, and you want them back, okay? You want this person back, but this person is enjoying the nightlife. They're out here enjoying the nightlife, trying to have their cake and eat it too. They took a gamble on you. You took a gamble on them. It goes both ways. You took a gamble on them. They turned out not to be the person you thought they were with this makeup artist out here. They turned out to be a real narcissist. On someone who only cares about themselves, an egotistical, opportunist narcissist, okay? And now you're feeling very fragile inside. Tell me more about what went on in this relationship. What were some of the things? Yeah, this person gaslit you, played mind games with you. They tested the water with you. They tested you a lot of times just to see how you react. Might pretended to be mad when they weren't, just to see what you're going to do. May have made you mad on purpose just so they got an excuse to go out and do what they wanted to do when they really weren't mad. This person was emotional, unavailable. You know, they sat back analyzing you, figuring out how you move so that they knew what to tell you, how to tell you to get their way, all right? This is someone who needs to do some inner work on themselves, because all the relationships that they find themselves getting in is just toxic love. It's toxic. This is somebody who's getting into, have patterns of addictions, manipulation, dysfunction. Could be having sexual dysfunction as well. Maybe sometimes there's somebody who can't even get it up. In this picture is an older man, younger woman. So you're dealing with a possible older man, could wear glasses, could have a beard, or you're dealing with a younger woman, could wear glasses, long blonde hair. But these two are total opposites. With the blue and the red, these are people who are opposites, but somehow they seem to have complemented each other, at least for a while, until manipulation started to be. You're in a spiritual attack. All right, someone's playing in your energy, whether it's your person, a third party, or someone. This relationship was all about spiritual attack. It's about you healing and evolving, them not healing and evolving. Someone's raising to their higher vibration. Someone's choosing to stay in their lower vibration, okay? You're being asked to have no contact with this person. Block them out of your life. Separate from them. Give them the silent treatment should need be, okay? This was a bad boy, good girl dynamic, all right? There was insane chemistry between you guys. You guys hit it off. You're drawn to each other from the very beginning. For a while, you balance each other out. But you guys have a lot of different beliefs, all right? Your ethnicity could be different. Your religion could be different. This is somebody that's traveling. They like to travel and hook up with a lot of people, possibly even hook up in their car, have sex in their cars. All right, but this is somebody who had a lot of options. They have a lot of options. Like I said, hooking up with people in their cars, meeting with them, parking somewhere, and having sex in the car is what this person was doing. They had a lot of distractions. They always were busy, or at least always said they were busy. Always had a wandering eye. They always kept you waiting. When you're going to come over, I felt like you sit, wait 2, 3 in the morning, send a lot of messages with all this phone and messages. These messages are unreturned. You sit waiting, and then when they finally return, it's like late at night, and then at that point, you're like, oh, well, it's too late. I'm too busy. You do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow never come, okay? Your person with the married rings out here definitely was married or committed long-term relationship with someone. But what you need now is to be with someone who's going to be loyal, somebody who you can build with in a long term, somebody that won't play games with you, okay? Yeah, see, you're going to come across with somebody who is with a relationship that is going to lead to marriage in the right time, at the right place. This person is going to cross your mind. But right now, your desire is to be with this person that you're thinking about, okay? You're having sexual thoughts about this person. You're having intense feelings about this person. You may actually be self-pleasuring yourself with thoughts of this person, and I don't want to know, okay? Yeah. If you don't, if you do what you're doing or thinking about doing, this is where you can expect to go. Third time on my board, jail. So if you're looking at handling, taking karma in your own hands, you're looking at possible jail time, okay? Legal trouble. And it's going to be your karma, okay? Get your life together. Saying your life is falling apart. You're going to get busted. Fourth time. You will get busted for what you're doing, okay? You will get busted. And when you do, don't get surprised and shocked. Me, what, me? Yeah, it was you. It was you. You got this reading telling you don't do it. Your spirit guides telling you don't do it. Don't do it, okay? You just want to feel the connection again. You want to feel the wholeness again. You want this person back again, but this person's moving on, okay? There's trust issues anyway. You don't want this man, and even if you get this man, there's trust issues. It's one-sided. Detachment. It's poor communication. This person does not want to be with you at this moment, all right? You feel guilty about possibly something that you've done, and you want to try to set things right. You're feeling stressed. You're feeling ashamed. You're feeling remorseful, all right? You want a reunion with this person. You want them to come back because you think it's your soulmate. But if they come back, they're not coming back for good. You need to heal and repair your heart. That's what you're being asked to elevate, heal, sit with somebody that you trust, that you can talk to, and just know that in the end, love wins overall, okay? I feel like it's a lot letting me know that you may gear towards your own self-revenge, because now we have more drama and scandal coming out here. I'm going to need to really get you some angel cards to keep you at that mindset, all right? Because it's coming up, drama, scandal, disbelief, hidden things being revealed, something you want to reveal, something you know about this person you want to reveal, all right? And you think that this is going to be their karma. You think you're setting a tone for karma for them, and you're not. If you haven't done it, you're thinking about doing it. Communication. You're thinking about communicating something you should not. You're thinking about communicating about them being with somebody else that they hooked up. You're trying to sabotage a relationship that they have with someone else, and you want to communicate something with the hopes of sabotaging somebody else's relationship. You're being warned not to do it. Being warned not to do it. You're being warned to move on. You're being warned to move on before you bring karma on yourself, okay? What is the karma in it for my client? Cycle stops with you. You are the one your ancestor prayed for. The pain ends in your hands. Choose differently now. See your ancestors behind you? They're praying for you. They're praying that you do not do this thing, okay? You do not do whatever it is you're thinking. They're holding heart for you. This gravesite, like this, it's broken. They want you to break the patterns, okay? They want you to do what's right. Face control issues. Trying to control others only limits your own freedom. Let go of the need for control and trust in the flow. Stop trying to control this person's karma. Let the universe handle that. You're trying to control it, and all you're going to do is cause a problem for yourself. Worry about yourself. What I always say, study yourself. Study yourself. All right? If not, you're going to face the consequences. It's here. All right? Your actions triple beyond the moment. Stand in the truth. Accept and follow, and let it guide your truth. You will suffer the consequences, and then it's not going to be till after you face the consequences that you're going to decide to embrace transformation. It's going to take you to go through the consequences before you change. Transformation isn't easy, but it's necessary. Embrace the changes that lead you to your higher self. All right, so if I can guide you, let me get another angel card. If I can tell you, look for a sign. Angels are all around you. Spirit guides are all around you. They're trying to give you cautionary signs, with the exception of this one, in total with this one, to tell you to reconsider doing what you're thinking about doing. If you have not already done it already, okay, reconsider doing it. It's not going to work out in your favor. It is unlikely to bring him back to you, okay? It is unlikely that it's going to turn out in the way that you hope it to, and it's unlikely that you're going to get the results that you're looking for, okay? Let's see if we have a loving message for you, and then we're going to wrap this reading up. Is there a loving message for yes, a message? You're either thinking about sending a message, posting something again, because you're thinking about this person, all right? Or this person wants to message to you, but I really feel like this is you. You calling them, you sending out some type of love call, expressing something, posting something, informing someone of something, and possibly informing somebody's wife, because it's a marriage ring, circles out here. Informing somebody's wife or their living other or their highly elevated significant other of some seductional thing with this, licking on the lollipop. Maybe somebody with this bisexual third party temptation, hook up with the same sex. You want to bring clarity to it, truth to it, let everybody know this person's been hooking up with the same sex, and you want somebody to know that this person has addiction to seduction with the same sex, is what I'm feeling in this whole reading. All right, if this resonated with any of you guys out there, I hope that you take away from this that you need to allow the universe to handle their own karma, work on your healing, work on focusing on yourself, your inner work, and allow everything to happen as it should in divine timing. Matter of fact, I will pull a timing card for those of you who want to know, like, what is the time period? Like, how long am I going to hurt? How long, before I start to see the results? And really the goal is not about you seeing the person paying back their karma or experiencing hard times. The goal is really just about you healing, not them getting you getting your lick back, or them receiving some type of karma justice for how they treated you. It will come. You can't go around and treat people however you want and think there's nothing. Give me a timing card, please. Have two. 57 might mean something to you. 5, fast change. Something could have popped off in the month of May. July is out here. Something could have popped off in the month of July. 7 is marriage, partnership, sneaky. Somebody was being sneaky. Somebody was being sneaky within a marriage, okay? 5 and 7. That's 12. Goes to 13. That's 12. 12 talks about hangman, something surrendering, letting go, which falls down to a 3, which also talks about growth. Let something go, take your time, go inside and grow. 15, devil card, temptation, okay? Don't be tempted to do something you haven't been doing, and something may pop up in January. All right, you might find yourself in jail and can't get out to January. I don't know. We got fireworks out here. Something's about to pop off. Okay, one more card flips over. 42. Someone could be 42, have a birthday on the 15th, July 5th, May 7th, January 5th, May 1st, April 2nd, February 4th, or it could be 42, or 15, or 57 years old. It's saying it's the wrong time. It's the wrong time. But you had that earlier. You need to let go. You need to let go. 42 go through a 6 with the partnerships, okay? We have a moon, half moons out here. Somebody's in illusions. They're not willing to see things clearly. All right, you need to wait till you receive clarity and go ahead and heal from this. This is my reading. I hope it helps someone out there in the collective. Thank you and goodbye.